Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now in this one, since I just did cop vents, I figured I'd also do the one and only. Yeah, I'm doing Cad Bane today.
Cad Bane.
And who might you be?
Whatever Fett is paying you, we'll match. And all you got to do is stay put and let things play out.
Specifically his appearance in Book of Boba Fett. I did my best. It may not be the greatest, but it was my attempt. And, well, let's get to it. Now, first off, you can't paint yourself blue yet. It's Rockstar, so I imagine that could be a possibility in the future for some reason. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But yeah, so starting out, hats. Do you have a couple options for this? If you wanted to, you could go with the wheelbarrow hat. It fits the shape pretty much perfectly, except for the brim and the color. Moving on, we have what I went with, which was the Garwood Hat in brown, because again, brown, pretty much the right shape. It had some metal on it, brim's wide enough and all that. The only real thing that throws it off is the string. Moving on, if you wanted to, you could use something like the ONG hat. If you have it in brown, it'd work pretty well. And the Stalker hat would also work if you absolutely needed to. Yeah. Moving on, no masks, no eyewear, no bandanas, no neckwear. Coats. Now, I do have a couple options for coats for this one. Just because his is kind of weird looking. Because it's long. And it has a collar, but it's not got lapels. So it kind of threw me off a little bit. I ultimately went with the Duster coat in brown, due to the fact that it was long enough and it was the one that fit the shape the most. If you needed to, you could go with the frock coat as well, even though it's not quite long enough. And honestly, if this came in the right color, it would also almost work out of these two. Yeah. No ponchos, no vests. For a shirt, you're going to want to go with the... I had to check and see which one it was. The Allotment shirt in brown, because it's the only one that I really found that had the look. If it wasn't looking like leather, then it'd work better, but again, I tried. No suspenders, no gauntlets, although if you weren't going to wear the jacket, I would recommend going with something like the Killer Bee gauntlets or leather gauntlets. For gloves, he looks like he has a bit more like tactical style gloves as well. Or not quite tactical, but you know, brown leather that matches the jacket pretty well. So I went with the brown rifleman gloves. Belt, I did throw on a belt because he does have one. I threw on the frontiersman belt. Buckles don't really matter. Gun belts. I went with the gunslinger gun belt in brown because it's the closest one I could find to matching his loadout. For pants, I went with the studded pants in brown. For boots, again, his boots were kind of hard to find, so I went with the workman's boots in brown, because they had the same sort of shape and the sort of rough look and texture to it. And I threw on the military half chaps in the same color brown because he is wearing chaps, it looks like, or gaiters or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that's it for the outfit.
I knew you'd
Now
be
I'll
back.
go show off the Squidwardness. Like you got me. He
Hello
does
there.
kind of look like Squidward, but bald, clean shaven, and no stubble. And there's as close as I could get to Cad Bane, at least. But yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and well, have a good one. Adios.